guys, good afternoon. This is Arlen Donaldson again, and welcome to my new page. Change it finally. Anyway, my topic for this week, the pro and cons of mortgage buy down. So, what's that mean, buy down rates? So, buy down rates, it means paying money upfront, usually by the sellers or by the builder, to temporarily or permanently lower the buyer's interest rate on their mortgage. So, what is the benefits for you for the mortgage rate? There are two main types. So, temporarily buy down, hirap bigkasin. So, example, 2-1 buy down, para madali, no? So, year 1, interest rate 2% lower. Example, right now is 6 or 5, so it become like 3.99. And year 2, rate is 1% lower. Year 3 and beyond, gonna be, what's the normal rate? Meaning, like today, the rate is 6%, so that's after 3 years, that's gonna be a rate, okay? So, that's you call the 2-1 buy down. And then, permanent buy down. Ano naman ibig sabihin ng permanent buy down? You pay extra points or fees upfront to permanently reduce the interest rate for a life of the loan. Example, some of my builders or new construction, they do offer permanent buy down. Example, promotion 3.99, promotion 4.99 or 5.5, but that is yung life na yun ng loan. Yung iba na buy down rate is they will change after 1 year or 2 years. So, what is the pro or what is the benefits for you? So, benefits is lower monthly rate, lower monthly payment, especially in the first year. So, some of my client in the first year, the monthly payment is lower because of 2-1 buy down. And then this 2-1 buy down gives the buyers a smaller payment in the first 1 or 2 years, and then help them to adjust the home ownership cost or build saving early. So if you are on the program of 2-1 buy down, make sure to save your money, because if the mortgage rate is still like this and did not bumaba ang mortgage rate, it's gonna be increase your interest rate. It's gonna be 6 or it's gonna be 7, whatever the market rate at the moment. Help them to adjust homeowner costs or build saving early. So first-time home buyers, easier to qualify if the mortgage rate is 3.99. Okay, so because the early payments are lower, yeah, it can help buyer qualify for the loan. Otherwise they couldn't afford for the full rate. So it will help you too, easier to approve. Good for market timing. Many expect rates will drop like 2025 or 2026 next year. Since 2024, in 2025 daw magda-drop yung rate. So until now, we're still on the 5, middle 5, right? Temporarily buy down list the buyers. You can, if the mortgage rate drop, example to 4, you can refinance to the lower rate. So what's the mean for you is, pag ni-refinance mo siya ng mas mababa doon, ibig sabihin, yung monthly payment mo bababa. How about the seller incentives instead of price drop? Example naman, pag ginawa natin yung seller incentives in not to lower the price sa seller, so pwede din yun para mas ma-approve din yung buyer and also for their monthly payment. Okay? So, seller can offer a buy down instead of cutting the price, making the deal more attractive without lowering their home value. So, sometimes, like example, my current listing is longer in the market, instead na mag-drop kami ng price, mag-offer na lang kami ng seller's buy down. It's just for qualified the buyers then, and of course, lower monthly payment din sa kanila. But mostly, I'll suggest do a permanent buy down, example, 4% or 5%, just to make sure walang surprises na in 3 years tataas yung monthly payment mo. No? So, number 5 is psychological relief for buyers. It's easy to say yes when the first year payment fees is manageable, right? So, sa buyers, example for 3.99, it's easy for them to say yes kasi this year is gonna be mababa lang yung monthly payment, right? What's the cons? What is the drawback? Ano yung kapalit naman ito? If it's temporary, so 1 to 2 years, the rates goes up to the normal fixed rate. Example, right now, some of my buyers, 2023, 2024, nararamdaman na nila pag nag-change na yung mortgage rate. Tataas na yung kanilang monthly payment. So, buyer must have ready for higher payment later. So, if you are the lender, they will explain it to you about this one. Make sure that you understand that you must also save money for later kasi tataas yung inyong monthly payment. Okay? So, how about upfront cost? Someone has to pay for the buy down. Usually, the seller, the builder, credits, or buying at closing. Or if you want, you can buy points also para mas mababa yung inyong monthly payment. Okay? So, buyers pay themselves. Sometimes, it might be worth it unless you wanna do that one. And how about for the short term? What I mean by the short term solution? Doesn't fix affordability forever. Okay? It only helps buyer get in the door. So, if you have the buy down rates for the loan, it's really just for you to approve the property. Pero later on, tataas yung inyong monthly mortgage. So, make sure you understand what is the buy down rates, what is for you the pro and con. So, later on, you can really save money or ready for this one. Okay? So, when it's smart move, sabi dito, it's usually great options for a buyer who is plan to refinancing 2 to 3 years or expecting the lower rate. Example, some of our builders or the discussion, they said the lower rates will go down. So, this is a good plan for refinancing and you want to buy instead of waiting the price higher, right? So, right now, one of the issue also is the price right now is super drop the price of the market, right? So, kung bibili ka ng bahay ngayon, mas mababa yung presyo ng bahay ngayon kasi mas mataas yung mortgage rate. Pag naman bumaba yung mortgage rate, tataas naman yung yung presyo ng bahay. So, you're really like, alin ba talaga? Pare-parehas lang, no? So, if you really wanna buy a house based on you think this is the right timing, I think that's the best one for you. So, are getting ready the seller credit or the builder incentive so they're not paying out of pocket. So, make sure na you really know what you're going on if you wanna buy a house. Either the mortgage rate is high, and then pag meron kayong incentive na ganito, in-explain sa inyo na mag-save kayo if the mortgage rate hindi siya bumaba. Or, later, we can refinance if the mortgage rate is bumaba. Jackpot, di ba? If you need the breathing room the first year of ownership. Example naman, sabi dito is, pag kailangan mo ng, alam mo yung breathing room, konti lang muna ang babayaran mo the first year kasi bumili ka ng mga appliances, couch, so it's a lot of money. So I think the first year buy down is 1 or 2 years just to adjust for your home ownership. That's the best also way. And of course, there's something to know for the mortgage buy down. So make sure na naintindihan nyo talaga if you are planning to get the 3.99 mortgage rate right now. Make sure that you understand this is 30 years or this is temporary buy down. So you can really understand that later on if the mortgage rate katulad ngayon hindi siya bumaba. So nagstay ka pa rin doon, mahihirapan ka kasi mataas na yung monthly payment mo. Okay? Just to make sure that you guys understand for that. Because some of my client like 2 years ago or last year, I feel na parang tataas na yung kanilang mortgage rate just to make sure na, hey, I understand that we signed for a 2-1 buy down and later on, right now, the mortgage rate is 5. 5 is still higher, right? So you talk to your lender, what's the best thing to do if you do refinance or you need to hold on a little bit for that amount of mortgage rate. Okay? Hope you guys help from this video, and if you are looking to buy a house or purchase a house in this market, the price right now is really, I think it's down, really down, and it's the best time for you to get a lower price. Even the mortgage rate is a little bit up kasi mas mababa yung presyo ng bahay ngayon compared sa pag mababa ang mortgage rate, mas mataas ang mga presyo ng bahay. So, yun lang po. Thank you so much. And if you're looking to buy or sell a house here in Dallas, Texas, I'd love to guide you and help you with your buying process.